Friends. So once again we will proceed towards the molecular basis of inheritance, in which we are discussing about the search for the genetic material. So already we have completed Griffith experiment, Avery experiment, McCarthy, MacLeod, where the DNA is a genetic material. But there was a confusion among the scientists that whether the DNA is a genetic material or the protein was a genetic material. So there was a big debate among the scientists. So which among these two are the genetic material? But in the year 1952, so in the year 1952, the final, the very clear, unequivocal experiment was conducted by two scientists by name Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase. So these two persons, they have experimented on a bacteriophage to prove that the DNA is a genetic material, not the protein. So for their experiment, they have selected bacteriophage. So here one thing we have to understand, what is bacteriophage. We know that what is phage? Phage is nothing but a virus. The virus which infect the bacteria, that is known as bacteriophage. Similarly, you might be knowing zoophagine, phytophagine means the virus which attack the plant is known as phytophagine, and the virus which attack the animal is known as a zoophagine. Likewise, bacteriophage is also the phage which affect the bacteria. So likewise, different types of phages we come across. So here, first of all, they have experimented on this bacteriophage. Why? They worked out. So they worked out on this bacteriophage to prove that the DNA is a genetic material. For that sake, okay, they have chosen it. So why? Because, so first of all, what they have done. So in their experiment, before we proceed towards the experiment, so we have to familiar here that how this phase infects the bacteria. In normal cases, what happens? This phase attaches to the host body. So attaches to the host body, the cell wall of the body, cell wall of the bacteria, and then it injects it. That is, DNA is injected into the bacterial cell, and this DNA will become the integral part of the host. Okay. See, for the multiplication of these bacteria, phases, they need some host. So normally what happens? This bacteriophage, this phase uses bacteria as its host for its multiplication. So in the normal case, what happens? The phase attaches to the cell wall of the host and it penetrates, it injects its DNA into the host body. As a result, what happens? The DNA will become the DNA of the virus will become the integral part of the host, and finally this host thinks that it thinks that as if this DNA is its own, and as a result it replicates. So DNA start replicating, means the DNA of the virus in the host integrated with the DNA of the bacteria. As a result, it becomes multiplicated. After multiplication, number of viral particles are produced. So likewise, finally the host will die, the lysis takes place. So this is what happens in the normal life cycle of the bacteriophage. So the same principle is followed here. So what happened? These two persons, Hershey and Chase, as I told you, they have grown some viruses in a culture. So they prepared two culture media. What were those culture media? In a culture medium 1, this is a culture medium 1, this is a culture medium 2. In a first culture medium, what they have taken? They have grown some phases or bacteriophages, infected bacteriophages into the culture plate, where it was a radioactive sulfur was there in that medium. Why? Because for their protein preparation, they need a sulfur. Hence, they grown some viruses in the sulfur containing medium. After some time, what happened? All the viruses, all the bacteriophages, they have turned into radioactive labeled. So radioactive, it has become T2 phase with protein. So now it has become totally radioactive now. So we know that this bacteriophage is covered by capsid called protein and the genetic material. Only two things it has. Capsid is the protein part. So the head portion, it is completely made up of capsid, protein, and DNA, which is enclosed within the head part. So what happens after culturing? All the that is T2 phase will become that is sulfur converted into radioactive label. Now here what happened in the culture plate 2? They have also grown some other viruses, bacteriophages, some viruses into the a medium containing phosphorus. Since we know that phosphorus is the part of the DNA, it does not contain sulfur because phosphorus is the part of the DNA. Hence, the phase will convert it into radioactive DNA. So now it will become radioactive DNA. So here radioactive sulfur, radioactive DNA. Okay. So why it is becoming radioactive sulfur? Because sulfur is a part of the protein. Hence, it become T2 phase with protein, that is a T2 phase with the sulfur, and then T2 phase with the radioactive DNA. Thus, two different phases means two different media they have grown in the two different media. Now, after growing in the respective culture media, what happened? Now they have allowed to penetrate, means here three steps were followed. So in the situation 1 what happened, in the situation 2 what happened, let us see. So in the first situation they have gone through three different steps. As already I made it clear. So T2 phase, it is totally converted into radioactive sulfur and it is a radioactive DNA. Now these two bacteriophages in the respective culture, it is finished now. Now these two bacteriophages were allowed to attach, they are allowed to attach to the host wall. Since we know the bacteria is made up of cell wall, so to this cell wall, the bacteriophage attaches. After attaching, it injects, penetrates. So DNA is penetrated into the host body through the cell wall. And finally what happens? So this step is known as infection process. In the first step, what happened? The two phases which were containing radioactive sulfur and radioactive DNA, both within a separate culture media, they have undergone infection, means they are attaches. So bacteriophages attached to the, they made attached to the host body, and after that what happens? Infection took place after attaching. So how the infection took place? The DNA is injected. The DNA of what? DNA of the virus. The virus DNA is injected into the host body. Now in the second step what happened? In the second step it is subjected to blending. So what is blending? The blending is a process where it is also known as agitation. So agitation also you can call, or stirring also you can call. So this second step where we come across blending. So after infection, DNA is injected into the host body, and after infection, these two bacteriophages, bacteria with virus, they allowed them to blending. So by taking them in a respective test tube like this, in a respective test tube, they allowed them to blending. So in the blending, after blending, why the blending is done? Because blending is nothing but the agitation, okay, or stirring. Why the stirring is done? In order to separate the phase from the host body. So the host, because we want to separate them, so here blending is done. So for the separation purpose, the viral particles are, as well as the bacteria will allowed to subjected to blender. So after blending, now you can observe the third one step.